Broadcasting from the forbidden deserts near Area 51, it's the #1 rated late-night talk show, The Chip Willard Show. And now, the seeker of truth, unafraid to ask the important questions, your host, Chip Willard.
Caller in Fort Lupton, you're on the air.
Good evening, Chip.
Hi, MM. What do you have for us tonight?
Have you ever looked at the back of your Social Security card?
What a kook.
You should.
And why should I look at the back of my Social Security card?
On the back of your Social Security
No,
card,
Beta.
there is
I already
a
have one.
number. It's actually a series of encoded letters that, once decrypted, reveals a 16-digit number representing your personal account at the World Bank, headquartered in Washington, D.C. As an American citizen, you are entitled to present this account number to bank personnel and withdraw...
Look at here, Beta. We have a rush order.
In gold bullion? Really? That's extraordinary. Have you done this yourself, MM? MM, have you withdrawn the balance from your...
No, I haven't, Chip. Because there's a catch.
We're closed.
What's the catch?
The moment you present your account number to the teller, you...
We're closed!
We
got your hoagies.
Hoagies?
For assassination. Really?
Beta, did you order sandwiches?
The government of the United States of America.
I'll get it.
Is that so?
That ruse always works on unsuspecting fools like you. Did you get my note?
I did. It was very sweet.
Give it to me.
What, the note?
Give it to me.
It's not finished.
Get him. Over here, you idiot. No, you gotta dig.
I know how it works.
Oh, not me! Get him off of me!
I can't, there's no function!
Get him off me!
What's wrong with this thing? I was working just fine a minute ago!
Oh, jeez. Yes. Get him! Yes.
Oh, I can't get the panel open. Do you have a screwdriver?
Screwdriver? Just get him out of here.
I meant Swiss Army knife. A lot of people carry Swiss Army knives, you know.
We'll see you soon. You know what you need to do, Mr. Heldman. Give me that.
Well, Beta. Look at here.
At the end of a long day, you dress it up with designer perfumes and the finest linens. It's your favorite place to cuddle up with the ones you love. What is it? Your bed. And it can kill you. Tonight on 7 News.
Move out at work with K.
Black, Minerva, what do you got?
MassMart wants to open a new store in the old Ironworks facility.
So?
The community doesn't want it.
Well, of course they don't, but once it opens, they'll shop there anyway.
I disagree.
No story.
But this neighborhood is no Antelope Ranch. It's low income, high unemployment.
Exactly why no one will care.
But that's the demographic MassMart purports to serve. Listen, there's a city council meeting this afternoon.
There's a prep league basketball game tonight. The captain is photogenic. Get me 500 words.
But Miss Lincoln, I believe it is our calling in the Fourth Estate
Please, not
to serve
the
as a voice for the voiceless.
Thing. Not today, Black. We've read this story 100 times.
No, ma'am. Not this story. This story is about a neighborhood of immigrants who take on a multinational corporation.
And lose.
Maybe. But that's a story. We need to fill our pages with something other than the same weight loss tips and week-old op-eds scavenged from the internet.
Does she or doesn't she? Celebrity waxers tell all about the hair.
You know, I bought a toaster from MassMart once. It was a piece of crap. Couldn't fit my bagel in the thing. Piece of crap. All right, Black, pursue it, but don't cut any corners on the basketball piece.
Thank you, Ms. Lincoln. You won't regret it.
And call me Stevie. This isn't the goddamn Mary Tyler Moore show.
And now we move to the final item on the agenda. MassMart. MassMart is seeking to open a new store in the old Ironworks facility. And Buffy Sprinkle is here to talk to us about the project. Welcome, Buffy. Oh, and it's just a formality, but if you could please introduce yourself and tell us whom you represent.
Good evening, Madam Chair, councilors. My name is Buffy Sprinkle. I'm the Director of Government and Public Relations for the corporation MassMart.
Thank you, Buffy. It's getting late, so we'll keep this brief. Tell us a little bit about what's in your proposal.
It's pretty simple, Madam Chair. We are just super excited about bringing our revolutionary hybrid of high-quality, low-price consumer goods and rewarding job opportunities to the terrific community of Sarsaparillas.
Sarsaparilla. Can you tell us more about the jobs?
We will be hiring a minimum of 200 people in a variety of capacities.
200 new jobs. And this in an area of high unemployment, correct?
Yes, Madam Chair. This area has historically suffered from very high unemployment. MassMart's core mission is to provide for the communities that we serve.
I'm not sure I agree with that statement. How come?
Buffy, I know we all agree this is a great boon for this community. Does the committee have any questions for this witness? Oh, Councilman Evans. Please proceed.
Good evening, Miss Sprinkle.
Good evening, Councilwoman.
I just have one question for you.
How is that little cockapoo of yours? Oh, that is so sweet of you to ask. He's doing just fine. He needed some dental work this year, so...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Pretty common, unfortunately, as our canine friends grow older.
Tootsie Pop has TMJ. She needs a mouth guard now.
Oh, that is just
Daly,
awful.
That is terrible. That is just
Madam
terrible.
Chair.
Any more comments from the council? See
Madam Chair.
Councilman Landon, surely we need not resort to shouting. What is your question?
Miss Sprinkle, is it true that MassMart intends to include a tire center at the proposed location?
Miss Sprinkle.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Yes, Councilman Landon, the neighborhood we will be serving currently lacks a tire outlet.
Very good. Thank you, Miss Sprinkle. Moving right along.
I have a follow-up question.
It's very late, Councilman.
Just one. What is rhizonium tetrachloride?
Miss Sprinkle?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Will you repeat the question?
Councilman Landon?
What is rhizonium tetrachloride?
Gesundheit.
Madam Chair, my question.
Councilman Landon, this is not the time or place for political grandstanding.
This is my district, Madam Chair, and my constituents do not support this project because of the harmful environmental consequences associated with the toxic chemical rhizonium tetrachloride.
Councilman Landon, I'm going to be blunt. If your community is so outraged by this development, where are they? I mean, this is an open meeting. Where are the protesters?
They are working, Madam Chair. They are cleaning office buildings. They are bussing tables. They are spoon-feeding oatmeal to the moribund members of your country club whose own children do not have the time to take...
All the more reason they should support having employment opportunities with a decent wage in a forward-thinking company.
Minimum wage, more like it, and no benefits, and a toxic chemical which has been associated with learning disabilities and fertility problems.
Not everyone wants children, George.
How dare you?
Councilman Landon, with all due respect, you are outnumbered. You can make your opinion known with your vote. And honestly, I believe you will come to see the extraordinary gift MassMart is giving to the community of Sills.
It's sarsaparilla.
There will be no outburst from the audience. There are 5 members on this body, Councilman Landon, and you are outnumbered. You win some, you lose some. Miss Hunter, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Burton.
Aye.
Burton, aye. Daly?
Aye.
Daly, aye. Evans?
Aye.
Evans, aye. Landon?
Madam Chair, I wish to invoke Rule 45A.
Gesundheit.
Councilman Landon, explain.
Rule 45A requires development proposals to pass unanimously in the event of a potential environmental hazard that poses an imminent danger to the public health.
Miss Hunter, is this true?
I'm afraid so, Madam Chair.
Well, this is outrageous. Who is responsible for this arcane, anti-progressive rule?
You are.
I'm sorry?
You are, Madam Chair.
I am? I am. Well, then I will be the one to undo it.
That would require a special
I know
rule.
what it will require, Miss Hunter. Thank you very much. This matter is tabled pending the results of an emergency environmental study. This meeting is adjourned. Somebody help find my gavel. I am clear.
Nice get up.
Thank you.
I thought journalists were supposed to be impartial.
So I am, Mr. Heldman.
How do you know my name?
I'm a strong advocate for VCR technology.
You are?
DVDs are a flawed and finicky medium. One small scratch and movie night is ruined.
I couldn't agree more.
Tell me about MassMart.
I got a new customer a few weeks ago. Very aggressive.
VCR repair?
Not exactly. I have a hobby.
What kind of a hobby?
More like a side business.
Are you registered with the FAA?
Heck yeah.
Is it legal?
Yes, of course. It's nothing like...
Mr. Heldman, I am collecting facts. I am not an informant.
Robots.
That's your side business? Mr. Heldman, you can trust me.
Send in the drones.
Send in the drone.
My assistant, Beta, and I have developed a chip.
What does it do, this chip?
You'll think I'm crazy. Come on, ref! That was a foul!
That referee is biased and should be defrocked. What does the chip do?
This chip is a quantum leap in robot technology, taking robots from a talking tin can to something that looks and acts like the concierge at the Waldorf Astoria.
What does this have to do with Massmart?
The new customer, he came to my shop, he threatened me, and this came off his shirt.
With a goon platoon.
Massmart's tech support team.
They broke my laptop.
They do that.
What does Massmart want with a robot chip?
Maybe they want to develop robots for retail sale. Maybe they want to build a workforce or an army. I don't know. But if this chip fell into the wrong hands, the point is, Miss Black, I'm scared.
Understandably so. Who scored that point?
Whitman. What are you doing?
Live reporting the game.
Not recording?
You can trust me.
Levy was on the assist.
Thank you.
Miss Black, investigate Massmart. See what they're up to. My assistant Beta, she's very intuitive about people and...
And?
Something doesn't smell right.
Where is the chip now?
As I've said, I've hidden it. If this chip fell into the wrong hands, I'd really...
I understand.
Miss Black?
Yes?
Should you ever need to know, I have a medical condition that requires me to use an extremely powerful deodorant.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Extremely powerful.
Is it effective?
It is. Extremely powerful. I've got to go. Be careful, Miss Black. We're all depending on you.
I did not just see that.
No texting while driving. Blue leader to green leader. We have the package heading to base 1.
Looks like we gave her the slip.
Look who's here.
Meddling Minerva.
Officers, where are the emergency personnel?
No comment.
I'm sorry?
We cannot comment on an ongoing investigation.
I am not asking you for a comment. I called you. I'm a witness. The drivers of that car are kidnappers, and there is a captive in the trunk.
What trunk?
That trunk. Where are the emergency personnel? Someone needs to get down there.
That car's on fire.
That hillside's steep. It's very dangerous, Miss Black.
Procure the belay. Rescue the captive. Apprehend the criminals.
Alleged criminals.
Best to keep your distance till it runs its course.
What about the captive? The kidnappers.
Alleged kidnappers.
I'm sure they've escaped by now. We'll catch them on the back end.
What back end? What does that even mean?
You do your job, Miss Black. We'll do ours.
That's what I'm afraid of. Officers.
Come by the station later. We'll take your statement.
When?
Later.
In the future.
Breathe, Black.
You don't get that with Uber. I know. It's not the same. I believe we just had someone join the call. Identify yourself, please.
Minerva Black, Sarsaparilla Weekly Register.
I'm sorry?
Minerva Black, Sarsaparilla Weekly Register.
We have a press packet available.
I've got it. Thank you.
Nothing in this call will deviate from the material in the press packet.
Noted.
Reviewing the press packet at your own leisure is a lot better than having to sit through a boring old conference call. Ms. Black.
I shrugged.
Very well. If all participants will mute their phones, we will proceed. I would like to turn it over to our Chief Executive Officer, Joel Frito.
Thanks, Buffy. Greetings, all. It's been a real pleasure to have been at the helm of this ship over the last quarter. It's been a bumpy road at times, a little bit of a roller coaster ride, but now we've reached the summit, and the view is great from up here. It's my personal pleasure to give you this year's Q3 numbers. Right now, I'd like to introduce to you our Chief Financial Officer, Chrissy Brown.
Thanks, Joel. It has been a thrill to have a ringside seat here for this quarter, which has been one of tremendous growth for MassMart. As Joel said, it's been steep at times, but we're seeing some clear skies ahead. And now I'd like to turn it over to our financial analyst, Semyon Tretikovsky.
Hello. Net sales for the fourth quarter were $130.8 billion, an increase of 2.4% over last year. This quarter included the negative impact of approximately $1.8 billion from currency exchange rate fluctuations. On a constant currency basis, net sales would have increased 2.8% to $130.6 billion. Membership and other income for the fourth quarter increased 12.7% versus last year. Total revenue was $129.7 billion, an increase of $1.9 billion or 1.5% over last year. For the year, an increase of $7.5 billion or 1.6%. EBITDA is higher than projected on a constant currency basis. Net sales would have increased 2.5% to $477.5 billion. MassMart will increase capital expenditures in fiscal 2015 to accelerate the rollout of stores.
What? Thank you, Semyon.
You're welcome, sir.
Excellent job, as usual.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone have anything to add? Seeing a lot of shaking heads. Anyone? No? All right, so that will
Excuse
conclude...
me.
I'm sorry?
Minerva Black, Sarsaparilla Weekly Register. I have a question.
We are technically not open to public comment at this time.
No, it's all right, Buffy. What was your question?
It's about the new store planned for Sarsaparilla.
All questions should be restricted to the material outlined in the Q3 packet.
No, really, it's all right. What were you saying?
Sarsaparilla.
great little town. Wonderful community.
As I'm sure you know, the City Council has halted groundbreaking on the new store due to environmental concerns.
That's just all part of the process, Miss Black.
Which part?
Massmart is committed to the proper stewardship of the land.
Okay, but
All I's will be dotted and all T's will be crossed.
what is rhizonium tetrachloride?
Well, Miss Black, I'm a businessman. Self-made. Born in a barn, up from the bootstraps, gumption, chutzpah, the whole enchilada. You know the drill.
Sir?
And you're a creative, right? Clove cigarettes, the grand tour, subtitles. Let's leave the science to the scientists.
What do you say to claims that current Massmart tire locations have suffered groundwater contamination?
Science for the scientists, Miss Black. At Massmart, public health is our #1 concern.
In what respect?
Regrettably, we are out of time.
No, it's all right, Buffy, really. Journalists. I love them. I love newspapers. Not really what they used to be anymore. Getting a little skimpy, unfortunately. Flawed business model. But they are an important part of the American heritage. What concerns me is when we have someone who's got a bone to pick, an axe to grind. Unfortunately, what happens all too often is that those facts, they go up in smoke. And the people, well, the people, they don't know which way is up. That's why at Massmart, we're committed to keeping our local communities informed by investing in local media.
Purchasing airtime?
Sure. Airtime, column inches. Heck, maybe we even buy a printing press and hire a crack team of reporters like yourself, Miss Black. Out of curiosity, how much for the Sarsaparilla Weekly Picayune Times Register, whatever it is?
$30 a year for home delivery.
Isn't she sweet? No, Ms. Black, I mean the whole paper, the whole enchilada, nuts and bolts. How much?
You'll have to contact our publisher.
Yes, I will, won't I?
And we are out of time. Thank you all for being here today, and have a great day.
Let's make our dreams come true today, people. Let's do this. Let's make our dreams come true.
How many were there?
2.
Including your friend?
My friend?
Mr. Heldman.
He's a source. And no, including Mr. Heldman, there were 3.
3 total. 2 perks, 1 victim. What's next?
They grabbed him and shoved him in the trunk. One of them slammed the trunk. They got in the front seat and drove off, fast. I got in my car as fast as I could and followed in pursuit.
How far away were you?
Not far, 30 feet.
Sound confident. Distance is kind of hard to judge.
Your adrenaline was pumping. This could affect your...
What, my eyesight?
Your perception. Look. How far away is that door?
15 feet. 14 and a half.
Fourteen and a half feet.
That can't be right. Regardless, we're in a well-lit room. You're Feeling calm.
What difference does it make how far away I was anyway? I saw them putting him in the trunk. I saw them drive away. I got in my car as fast as I could.
Here's the thing, Black. We inspected the car that went over the cliff. There wasn't anyone in the trunk.
What difference does it make how far away I was anyway? I saw them putting him in the trunk. I saw them drive away. I got in my car as fast as I could.
Here's the thing, Black. We inspected the car that went over the cliff. There wasn't anyone in the trunk.
No remains. That's not possible.
Those are the facts. Your friend...
My source.
Your source, yeah. I bet he's just fine, taking a vacation somewhere.
Vacation? You don't understand. He has very powerful enemies.
He's a VCR repairman, Black, not some top secret government operative.
Or a gangster, or a superhero. What? Superheroes have enemies?
They're called nemesis. If anything comes up, we'll give you a call, of course.
Of course.
Where are you going now?
To get a second opinion.
The mysteries of the unknown will remain unknown for all eternity, save for the shards of knowledge glimpsed through the prism of the mind's eye. Let us gaze together with the guidance of the princess of the paranormal, the seer of all that is unseeable, Madame Jean Trudeau.
So, how did you find me?
I was on the internet
The internet. Used to be when someone needed intuitive guidance, they would just get in their car and wait for the tug, the pull. And their little car would be piloted to my little house just as surely as a freight train on rails. But now, with the internet...
I saw your ad.
My ad? My daughter made me do that. It's the only way to compete. But why not visit one of those Online psychics, they're very cheap. Cheaper than I am.
I think they're frauds.
You do?
Mm.
I agree. Hide behind the cyber curtain and anyone can be an expert, right? Some of them have MBAs. Can you imagine getting intuitive guidance from an MBA?
No.
The personal interaction, the face-to-face is critical. How can you read someone when all you've got to go on is a bunch of zeros and ones? It's not possible.
No.
So, Minerva.
You know my name.
Of course I do. I subscribe to the register.
You do?
Every psychic worth her salt subscribes to every local newspaper and reads it cover to cover, especially the obituaries and the prep sports. The classifieds used to be the mother lode, but no longer. Another casualty of the internet. So, you are looking for something. Someone.
Yes, his name is
Harold Heldman. Police scanner. Every good psychic has one.
I see. I'm afraid he's dead.
Why?
I saw him hurtle over a cliff in the trunk of a car.
You saw him in the trunk of the car? Now, how is that possible?
I saw someone put him in the trunk of that car.
What kind of a car?
One of those goon platoon cars. You know, the short, stubby little cars for two people, blue stripe.
So, did you see Mr. Heldman being put in the back of the same car that drove over the cliff?
Yes.
The eyes lie, Minerva. Let me rephrase. The brain lies. The brain fills in the blanks.
I guess I don't know.
There were no human remains found in that car, Minerva. Perhaps another goon platoon vehicle conveyed Mr. Heldman to a different destination.
Blue leader to green leader.
Green leader here.
We have the package. Heading to base 1.
Roger, blue leader. Punch it.
Looks like we gave her the slip.
Another car.
Why does he have enemies, this Harold?
He invented something very valuable.
Where is it?
Where is it? I don't know.
You've met him in person.
Harold? Yes.
Why?
He asked me to meet with him. He was afraid. Afraid of the people who wanted his invention.
Why did he want to talk to you?
He wanted me to investigate. I can't say.
I don't care what monolith you plan to topple this time. I'm simply trying to help you find your friend.
My source.
Why did he want to talk to you in person? Why not send you an email?
He was paranoid. He seemed afraid to put anything down in writing.
He wanted to impart information for your ears only.
I guess.
He feared for his safety.
Yes, for his own safety. And he worried what would happen if his device fell into the wrong hands.
He told you something. He made a strange comment, seemingly out of context. He wasn't one for eye contact, but he may have even looked you in the eyes when he said this. He wasn't one for touching, but he may have even touched you.
I don't think so. I would remember. Where is the chip now?
As I've said, I've hidden it. If this chip fell into the wrong hands, I'd really...
I understand.
Miss Black?
Yes.
Should you ever need to know, I have a medical condition that requires me to use an extremely powerful deodorant.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Extremely powerful.
He did tell me something. He told me he had a medical condition that required very strong deodorant. What?
That's where the invention is, in his deodorant.
What?
Go, find it.
In his deodorant.
Minerva, your friend, your source, is in danger. Every minute you doubt the facts that are before your very eyes is a minute wasted. Look for the device. If you find it, safeguard it. You may have saved humanity from ruin or whatever. Then you can resume your search for Harold. If it's missing, scour the hiding place for clues. Then you will begin to know your next step.
Thank you.
The subconscious holds all the answers. You just have to know the right questions. Huh. 10% discount for using cash. Thanks for your business.
Hello? Anyone here? I seem to have a tracking problem with my VCR. I'll just leave it on the work table here.
First, when there's nothing but a slow-moving dream that the world seems to hide deep inside your mind. What a feeling! Please believe me. Pictures come alive. Now I'm dancing for my life. Take your passion and make it happen.
We're closed. Oh, are you? There is a sign.
I see.
Maybe you don't see so good.
Beginning for my life to go.
Dropping off or picking up?
Dropping off. It's that one, on the work table.
Get her.
I'm a maniac on the floor. And I'm dancing like I've never danced before. I'm a maniac on the floor. And I'm dancing like I've never danced before. I'm a maniac on the floor.
What's so special about the speed stick, sister? Much obliged.
What have you done with Heldman?
You'll never find out. Put her in the trap. I hear they got great VCRs in the afterlife. Flawless playback, solid performance. Enjoy.
Beta. Good, Beta. Harold sent me. Please, help. Beta. Good, Beta. Harold sent me. Please, help. Thank you. Harold is alive, Beta. I will return him to you. But first, let's find out what Massmart is up to.
The next item for our consideration is the status of the environmental impact report regarding the Massmart development in the old ironworks complex. Buffy Sprinkle is here to address this issue. Miss Sprinkle, please come forward.
Please give us a moment, Madam Chair, while we set up our presentation.
No. Use the HDMI connection, better resolution.
It only has VGA.
Why didn't you call ahead to see what they were using? We could have used one of our own.
Good evening, Madam Chair, members of the committee. My name is Buffy Sprinkle. I am the Director of Public and Government Relations Region 6 at the company formerly known as Massmart.
Miss Sprinkle, formerly known as?
Madam Chair, this video, which will hopefully start playing any second, will explain everything.
Play it.
It's buffering.
Please hold a moment while our AV catches up.
Why didn't you put it on the laptop? You always put the file on the hard drive.
Here it comes.
Hi, Buffy. Hi, members of the City Council. Can you guess where I am? That's right here in Sarsaparilla.
Sarsaparilla.
There's a reason we decided to open our new store in the quiet little community of Sarsaparilla. Fresh air, blue skies, wide open views. To service the community with high quality products at low prices. To provide jobs where they're most needed. But most of all, the reason we decided to open our newest store in Sarsaparilla, well, it's the people. People just like you. So thank you for allowing us to become your newest neighbor. You know,
There is a tradition among the indigenous people of North America whereby you choose your own name. Of course, everyone is given a name at birth by their parents. But in this tradition, you choose your own name when you reach the cusp of adulthood. A name that communicates your unique role in the universe. When Jim and Connie Massa started Massmart 15 years ago, they gave it a simple name for a simple vision: to provide high-quality products at low prices. But after time, Massmart was more than just a place to buy your new tires, your next toothbrush, your eyeglasses, your state-of-the-art home security surveillance system. It became a world of its own, an ecosystem, if you will. And once Massmart crossed that threshold, it became time for us to choose a new name, a true name, a name that reflects Massmart's commitment to communities, to the people in those communities, and to the stewardship of public lands and this beautiful planet. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to present to you Green Mart.
Look, a pool noodle.
So it is, Councilman.
I see margarita glasses with a little cactus.
I have a set of those too, Councilman, with the sombrero chip and dip.
Extraordinary. Is that an asparagus steamer?
It is, yes, it is. Green Mart realizes that our greatest natural resource are our customers. And that's why we are dedicated to the air they breathe, the water they drink, and the unsullied views that they enjoy.
Oh, beautifully phrased, Miss Sprinkle. Councilman Landon, do you care for a closer look?
I have seen all I need to see, Madam Chair.
Very well. Do any of the other committee members have any questions for this witness? Seeing none, thank you, Miss Sprinkle, for your testimony and presentation. Do I have a motion?
Madam Chair, what is the status of the environmental report?
This isn't a press conference. If you wish to interview any of the committee members, kindly lie in wait and mug them in the hall upon adjournment, as is your wont.
Is there to be no discussion?
Is there a motion?
Councilman Landon.
Miss Black, is it? Do I need to have the sergeant remove you?
I move that we accept the environmental report and issue the permit.
Councilman Landon?
All right, Missy, let's go.
I second. That is a proper motion. Miss Hunter, please call the roll.
What environmental report? There is no report. No report, no permit.
Councilman Burton.
Aye.
Burton, aye. Councilman Daly.
Aye.
Daly, aye. Councilwoman Evans.
Aye.
Evans, aye. Councilman Landon. Councilman Landon.
Aye.
Landon, aye. Madam Chair.
Aye. The motion passes 5-0. Ladies and gentlemen, let this be a happy reminder that sometimes common sense does prevail. I think that is the end of our business. This meeting is adjourned.
Sorry, man. Oh, hey, my kid's selling butter braids for volleyball again.
Put me down for a Bavarian cream. Bye, Randy. Councilman Landon, a word. Councilman, why the about face?
It's good for jobs. 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 Jobs.
Councilman!
you like to have an expense account again, Stevie?
When have I ever had an expense account?
Well, don't you want one? Aren't you tired of eating ramen? 25 years of ramen. That's gotta be getting old. Don't you want to try the gourmet burger? The brand name Post-its? The whole enchilada? You deserve it. There's no need to keep fighting. Look, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna text you a number, and I want you to take a look at it and tell me what you think. Okay? Here it comes. Think about it.
Go home.
Ms. Lincoln, you're here.
Go home, Black.
My deadline for part 1 of the Mass Mart story is tomorrow, and there have been some very strange developments.
There is no Mass Mart story. There is no Mass Mart.
How did you know that?
It's my job to know, blah, blah, blah. No Mass Mart, no story, no deadline. Go get drunk, Black.
What's going on, Miss Lincoln?
Miss Lincoln was my mother, who hated this goddamn business and paid for 2 semesters of mortuary science school before I flunked out. Sorry, Ma. You were right. Step away from the typewriter, Black, before I'm forced to make a real ass of myself. The paper. Thank you. Here. That'll get you a pitcher at Old Town Tavern. Go.
I don't like beer.
Then get yourself some goddamn chili cheese fries. Jesus, be creative. And Black, you're off for the rest of the week.
But
it's not up to me, any of this. If it were, I'd be a small-town mortician without a care in the world.
Bourbon with 1 sugar cube and water on the rocks, please.
No outside beverages, ma'am.
The day you provide palatable bitters is the day I no longer have to bring my own.
Tough day, Minnie?
You can say that again, Joe.
What gives?
The city council has finally proved once and for all they can be bought and sold like a magic cow. You should have heard Landon. It will create jobs. He sounded like a robot.
What did they vote for?
To let Massmart dump toxic chemicals in sarsaparilla willy-nilly.
What kind of toxic chemicals?
Rhizonium tetrachloride.
Rhizonium.
Tetrachloride. Apparently it has something to do with the new tire center they're opening.
No.
No what?
Rhizonium tetrachloride has nothing to do with tires. It's used in the manufacture of nanoparticles.
Nanoparticles? Like in
Nanotechnology.
robots.
Yep.
And there is no tire center.
Can't speak to that.
What the heck are they up to?
Company like that, you want to find out what they're up to, you gotta go straight to the top, to the brains of the operation. Get yourself to local corporate offices.
Now? It's too dangerous.
Dangerous how?
Security? Surveillance?
That ain't danger, sister. Great basketball article, by the way.
Thanks.
You got a lot going for you, you know?
How so?
Fellow like me, I attract attention. Lady like you. People see you, They trust you. You can hide in plain sight.
Oh, sure, I can talk my way in anywhere. But I can't talk my way past motion-sensitive security systems.
Are you a patient person?
Not particularly.
I reckon you are. When you need to be. Like I said, you got a lot going for you. Patience. One step at a time.
Boy, am I glad to see you. I forgot my badge.
Never, ever let anyone you don't know into a secure area.
Sorry, we're not allowed to let unfamiliar people into our secure area. If you need access, please go to the reception area on the main floor and obtain an authorized visitor's badge.
Buenas noches, señora. Busco la estación y no conozco dónde mi mapa está. Qué lástima, ¿no? Sí, es tut mir leid. Y yo quiero a trabajar y no puedo el puerto, Gafnet.
Yeah, sure.
Gracias. Yo quiero huevos mexicanos. Gracias, señora. Gracias.
Bleak House by Charles Dickens. Chapter 1. In Chancery. London. Michaelmas term lately over, and the Lord Chancellor sitting in Lincoln's Inn Hall. Implacable November weather. As much mud in the streets as if the waters had but newly retired from the face of the earth, and it would not be wonderful to meet a megalosaurus 40 feet long or so, waddling like an elephantine lizard up Holborn Hill. Smoke lowering down from chimney pots, making a soft black drizzle, with flakes of soot in it as big as full-grown snowflakes. Gone into mourning, one might imagine, for the death of the sun. Dogs, undistinguishable in mire, horses, scarcely better, splashed to their very blinkers. Foot passengers, jostling one another's umbrellas in a general infection of ill temper, and losing their foothold at street corners, where tens of thousands of other foot passengers have been slipping and sliding since the day broke, if this day ever broke, adding new deposits to the crust upon crust of mud, sticking at those points tenaciously to the pavement. Chapter 42. In Mr. Tulkinghorn's Chambers. From the verdant undulations and the spreading oaks of the Dedlock property, Mr. Tulkinghorn transfers himself to the stale heat and dust of London. His manner of coming and going between two places is one of his impenetrabilities. He walks into Cheyne Wold as if it were next door to his chambers, and returns to his chambers as if he had never been out of Lincoln's Inn.
Mr. Heldman, I'm so pleased to see you.
Miss Black, those gags make you drool worse than you think. Where's the device?
Stolen. I'm sorry. Hold still.
Who has it?
Those charming fellows who put you in the trunk of that car.
Goon platoon. You sure?
No question.
This is worse than I thought.
I know.
No, Miss Black. You don't understand. Mass Smart already has...
Green Mart.
Mass Smart, Green Mart, whatever they're calling themselves this week. They already have the capabilities to start replicating and using this device on a massive scale.
Massive scale? What do you mean, some kind of robot factory?
Like a robot factory, yes.
Where?
Here.
In Sarsaparilla.
Don't you see?
But...
The site of the new store.
But that's just an empty warehouse.
Enough room to manufacture robots.
Manufacture robots? Why? For retail sale?
If just to sell them, then why the secrecy?
I have a bad feeling about this.
Me too.
Come on. Let's go.
Where?
To Green Mart's new store. Ooh. You hungry?
Starving.
I got some MREs in the trunk. You can eat when we're on board.
Aboard what?
Mr. Heldman, there's no time to explain. We need to hurry. Follow me.
Whoa!
Don't worry. I have an impeccable safety record. It's just what Smokey Joe said. The environmental concern was never about a tire center. It was about manufacturing robots. But I still can't figure out what they're up to. Why manufacture robots if they aren't going to be selling them? Maybe the robots are going to be manning their stores. But aren't there tax incentives based on how many jobs they'll provide?
The robots have to be for something else.
Right. Why else would they be so hush-hush about it? We've got company.
All wings reported. This is Red Leader, standing by.
Red 5, standing by.
Lock S foils in attack position.
Are you prone to motion sickness?
Well,
Here's a stick of gum.
I'm going in. Cover me, Parkins.
Right with you, Red Leader.
They're moving too fast. We'll have to use proton torpedoes.
Roger. Preparing to fire.
Hits away.
Negative impact.
Prepare for another shot. Use targeting computer.
Roger.
Yes!
We've been hit! We're going to die! We're not going down without a fight. Jettison your food.
What?
Jettison your food.
I can't see!
Loosen up!
No! I can handle it!
Eject!
No! I can... too fast. We'll have to use proton torpedoes.
Roger. Preparing the fire.
Hits the way.
Negative impact.
Prepare for another shot. Use targeting computer.
Roger.
Yes!
We've been hit! We're going to die! We're not going down without a fight! Jettison your food! What? Jettison your food!
I can't see! Loosen up! No! I can handle it! Eject! No! I can...
What's our position?
I'm still hungry.
Our location, Mr. Heldman. Our location?
I see the duck pond, but there, the warehouse. Below and to the left.
Right. Thanks. Ready? Remember to stop, drop, and roll.
Ready.
Listen.
No admittance!
Councilman, Minerva Black, Sarsaparilla Weekly Register.
No admittance. This is a private area. You cannot stop progress. This factory means jobs, 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 jobs.
Mr. Heldman, what have you done? I know he was a hypocrite, but they're all of them hypocrites.
Look.
Mr. Heldman, I am speechless.
Thank you. It was my chip after all. Where is that thing? Too bad it had to end like this, though.
This is it, Mr. Heldman. Frito's plan. To infiltrate local government using impeccable robot replicas who will rubber stamp his environmental permits and his tax incentive packages.
There it is. He'll be unstoppable.
Unstoppable. Yes. He won't stop at city councils. Why not co-opt Congress? The UN.
Imagine Mass Mart.
Green Mart.
On Mars.
Mars.
Empty Green Mart bags blowing across the Mare Erythrium. Miss Black, where is the real Councilman Landon?
An excellent question, Mr. Heldman. Come on. Remain calm, Councilman. We will get you down from there in a jiffy, won't we, Mr. Heldman?
Sure we will. Where's your magic wand, Miss Black?
Can't we climb up on the scaffolding?
So we cut him down, then what? He'll take a bath in that green goop, and we'll have another Joker on our hands.
Greetings, friends. Care for a tour of our new facility? It's really best if you schedule through our corporate office. A little more seemly. Instead of, say, showing up without an appointment and sneaking around in areas marked as proprietary.
You have kidnapped a public official.
You know what you lack, Ms. Black? Idealism, hope, faith. I look into your eyes and all I see is a callous disregard for the most cherished of American ideals.
What ideal is that, pray tell? The right to trample everything in your path?
Close. Private property. Shazam! Look out!
All right. Party's over.
Break it up. Break it up. Did you see that? Look, boss. Don't tease me, bro. Whoa.
Officers, these people were trespassing.
Officers.
Listen, ma'am. I'm no Matlock, but I know when something smells.
I know what you mean. My cop instinct tells me something ain't right. Just a feeling, you know?
Officers, look.
Now, Minerva, let's not get excited.
Behind you.
Holy mackerel! It's Councilman Landon!
See, Ernie? You gotta trust your gut. It's never wrong. Find something to get him down.
But how?
Way to go, Beta!
Councilman!
You can't control politicians with robots, Mr. Frito. That's what lobbyists are for. You underestimate the people of Sarsaparilla.
Oh, is that the name of this dumpy town? I never could remember it. Someday I'll buy it, and I'll give it a name that people can remember.
You'll have plenty of time to think of a new name while you're in jail.
Oh, I'm not going to jail, Black. You may have won the battle, but I'm going to win the Silver Cup.
You mean the war. You're going to win the war. If I have to listen to another mixed metaphor.
Miss Black,
Councilman, how are you?
ankles are a little sore and I could use a big plate of nachos, but I'm just fine.
Excellent. City Council needs you.
Actually, I just resigned.
You did? When?
Just hung up with the mayor.
But why? You're the man who took on Massmart. You are possibly the first ever city council person to ever display any moral gravitas.
Now, Miss Black.
Children will sing songs about you.
Miss Black, I've been fighting a long time. I'm tired. It's time to start a new chapter.
Doing what, may I ask?
Japanese miniatures. They're kind of an obsession of mine. Tiny little hams, little sashimi, you should see them.
You're retiring from public service to collect miniature hams?
You take care of Miss Black. Keep fighting the good fight. Or don't. You know what I realized when I was hanging upside down over that vat of toxic waste? There's more to life than trying to uncover the truth.
Like what? What else is there?
Come on, Beta. Let's go get something to eat. I'm starving. See you soon, Miss Black.
Lieutenant, a word, please.
Nice work, Black.
Who wrote this headline?
Is that a trick question? You know I did.
But the cops.
Black. When will you learn that a little undeserved flattery will buy you a future backstage pass to the police department? Anyway, you told the truth in the article.
I did, didn't I?
But that doesn't mean you're going to win the Pulitzer. And no one else wants to pick up the story.
Are you sure? MassMart is a multinational corporation. This is a story with truly global implications.
Exactly. That's why it has zero traction. Go get drunk, Black.
Well, anyway, that's why it's important we continue to do what we do. No one else will do it. We probably won't even continue to do it after next week.
What's next week?
The sale of the paper.
Oh, there's no sale.
What?
I'm not selling.
You're not?
Good grief, Black. Close your mouth. You look like a goddamn anglerfish. I'm not selling. I like ramen, especially that new flavor. Lime shrimp, shrimp lime something.
Hey, this is $10.
Don't tell the whole newsroom. Everyone will want one.
Minerva Black, how may I help you? Yes, I did write that article. Ah. Did they die right away? Kind of withered then. I see. How many geraniums? Was it after the drilling began? About how many days?